Once upon a time, a very thirsty ant was drinking water from the river. Suddenly, the ant lost his balance and fell into the river water. "Help! Help! Help!" cried the ant, but no one could hear his cries. A dove, sitting on a tree nearby, saw that the ant was in trouble. She quickly plucked off a leaf from the tree and dropped it into the water. The ant climbed on the leaf. He thanked the dove for saving his life. After a few days, the dove was sitting on a tree. The ant saw a hunter aiming his arrow at the dove. The ant knew that his friend the dove was in danger. He quickly bit the hunter's leg. The hunter cried in pain. The hunter's arrow missed the dove. This time, the ant saved the dove. The dove thanked the ant for saving her life, and they became friends forever. Moral of the story: one good deed deserves another. A very thirsty fox was wandering in the jungle looking for water. He spotted a bunch of grapes hanging from a vine curled up on a tree. The fox got really happy. He thought, "This is just the thing I need to quench my thirst." He jumped, but he couldn't reach the grapes. The grapes were too high up for him. He tried with all his strength to jump higher and higher, but he couldn't reach them. The fox finally gave up and said, "The grapes are probably sour anyway," and he walked away. Moral of the story: it's easy to despise what you cannot get. Once upon a time, a crow was flying with a piece of cheese in his mouth. A fox saw the crow with the cheese in his mouth. The fox's mouth started watering. He thought, "I want to eat that delicious cheese. How do I get it from the crow?" The fox stood beneath the tree where the crow was sitting. He started praising the crow. "I have heard that you are a very good singer. I would love to hear your sweet voice. Please, sing for me, dear crow." The crow was very pleased hearing the praise. He opened his mouth to sing. As soon as he opened his mouth, the piece of cheese fell to the ground. The cunning fox quickly grabbed the cheese. He made fun of the crow and said, "Ha! Fooled you! Who wants to hear your voice, silly crow? I just wanted this yummy cheese." The fox walked away, happily eating the cheese, while the crow sat on the tree and cried silently. Moral of the story: do not trust flatterers. Once upon a time, there lived a farmer with his wife. They owned a special goose. One day, the goose laid a golden egg. The farmer became very happy and sold the egg. master. They decided to cut the goose and get out all the gold at once. They killed the goose and found that she was like every other goose, but inside there was no gold inside. They started crying. Now they would not get any more golden eggs, all due to their greed. Moral: too much greed gains nothing. Once, a donkey was wandering in the forest. He found a lion skin left by a hunter. He dressed himself in it and pretended to be the lion. All the animals mistook him for the lion. They started running away in terror. The donkey was so pleased that he uttered a loud, harsh bray in excitement. A fox, who ran with the rest, stopped after hearing the voice. He approached the donkey and said, "Didn't bray. You would have frightened me too." The donkey dropped the lion's skin on the ground. He walked away with his head hanging in shame. Moral: clothes may disguise a fool, but his words will give him away.